Welcome to the Wandiology podcast, where we learn and demystify astrology as a tool to gain a deeper understanding of our energetic signatures and our interactions with the world. Now, if you don't know what this episode is about, we're about to get into the goats of the season, of the zodiac rather, which is the Virgo archetype. And today I'm joined by my lovely, lovely friend, fashion stylist. Like, she's been on Vogue 17 times, you guys. She's amazing. She's an amazing stylist. She's an amazing person. She's one of the most hardworking people I know. Welcome, Rosemary.
Hi, guys. Thank you for having me.
Yes. So we're going to get into the Virgo archetype. So as we all know, it's the sign of the goats, the best sign. So I just needed to get that out of the way.
Yeah.
We're both Virgo suns, so this is our season, and we're just going to be talking about Virgo and what that entails. So where do we start?
Like Virgo characteristics.
Yeah. yes.
Yeah.
So what are some of the characteristics you've been told you have or you've observed with other Virgo people?
I think even the first thing is Virgos observe a lot. Like, we are constantly like looking at things and people and consuming so much.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like it's ruled by communication.
Yes.
Order, structure.
Yes.
Earth. Mama
Yes.
Earth.
Mother
Mama
Earth.
Earth.
Yes.
Green.
Yes, green, brown.
Browns, like nice earthy vibes, like something chill, like something sweet.
Soft.
Yeah,
Exactly.
something sweet, something soft, not too crazy.
Yeah, not too crazy.
Yeah, just a bit of crazy, but not too crazy,
much.
like inward crazy.
Exactly. And like a crazy that is reserved for our close people.
Yeah, that's true though, because I don't know like loudly like loud personality Virgos, but they're only after you've met them, like after you've interacted with them and they're comfortable with you.
Exactly.
Like, they never show it until like they feel like this is a safe space to be who I truly am. Yeah,
that's true.
It's like organized chaos, actually.
That's exactly what it is. And as you said, like ruled, you mentioned communication. And so Virgo is ruled by Mercury, which is the planet that rules over communication, coordination. And like thinkers. We're the thinkers, the intellectual bodies of the zodiac, right? So Gemini is also ruled by Mercury, but Gemini is masculine. It's a masculine sign. And Virgo is feminine mercurial,
like
so
a maiden, you know,
like a maiden.
Just a maiden, the virgin, the virgin of the group.
Yes, very pure.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the Virgo archetype.
Yeah.
And of course, as Wangari said, we're earth signs, meaning we're stable, we're dependable, we're hardworking. The Beyoncés of the zodiac.
We really are. The Beyonce is our queen, our rep queen. If you want a reference,
every single time she's always like, "My Virgos, I hope you have a lovely, lovely Virgo season." And I'm sorry, but
we feel it.
Yeah,
we felt that.
Yeah,
even the season itself, like the period of the season, is really like a very calm, restful.
Right.
Like, it's nothing too chaotic that happens like during the season.
And I feel like I saw like the other day someone saying how they've gotten more organized this season, and it's just about like introspecting, seeing where you can do things better, improving, and like falling into your femininity. Yeah.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah. We're also a mutable sign, which means we end summer. We end the season of summer. And by that, we're meant to be adaptable and change. So Virgos will be very I don't want to say shifty, but very chameleon like.
We're always
adapt to the situation. So yeah. So how can you describe Virgo suns?
Virgo suns. Gang, gang.
Gang.
Virgo suns. When I think about a Virgo sun, I feel like I get comfort with like Virgos. Like, I know there's nothing I have to worry about when I'm hanging out with a Virgo. Like, nothing crazy will happen. They got their own. They can, adapt with me as well. But they're very adaptive.
Yeah.
Even when you put like a Virgo in a different setting or like different friend groups. Actually, a Virgo is the best person to like call if you're having like multiple personalities in your party.
Exactly.
And it won't be like awkward for them. They can like participate in conversations. They're open to listening to a lot of people. They're not like the snobbish sit in the corner. They can be, but if they're actually in the corner, they're observing. They're coming to like take the notes. So like, I know this person, I want to see how they act in this environment. Like, actually, even last week I was with my friend and she had come with now her friend who I'd never met, and I don't know what they were talking about, but she was like, I like how you're not speaking during this whole conversation. I was like, I'm observing.
Exactly.
Like, I need to see how people think. It's just something I enjoy to like, rather than like participate in every conversation, even if I have the knowledge, which most of the time you do have the knowledge. I just want to see like people's perspectives on like how they think, how they behave when certain people are there. It's just a fun thing to do, to observe. Observations are the best things ever. People should do more observing than even talking.
Exactly.
It would be even more like entertaining to just observe. People, that's my entertainment actually. Just observing people, nature, characters, just anything and everything.
I love that.
I love Virgo suns actually. Shout out to the Virgos.
Shout out to
the Virgos.
Oh my god,
they're so fun. They're actually fun, but people don't see them as fun at first glance. Like, they're like because we also don't show our personality like at the first trial, like Leos, like a fire sign, you'll know they're a fire sign. Yeah,
they'll be very like at a 10 on day one.
Yeah. On day one even. That is even the thing, because a Virgo can be at a 10, but not on day one.
Not on day one.
Yeah. So I love them.
Exactly. Oh my god, yeah. For me, Virgo suns are very cautious. For me personally, I'm very cautious of the people who I choose to relate to. I'm very, very picky about everything, like to the smallest detail. And that's another thing. I feel like a lot of people are just irritated by Virgos because we are irritable. Like, we're very like, okay, this is not placed correctly, or that is not at the right place. Might be also
like the hyper awareness. Like, we see it all. We're too observant.
Exactly. And like, it's the nature of Mercury. Mercury is very like, it's such a like fast planet. So we have to be like very detailed and now imagine we're always receiving downloads per second. Like, something new is always in our minds.
That makes so much sense.
Always
literally me.
We're always thinking, you're always like, how can I better improve this? How can I do this better? And I need people to stop taking it as, that criticism, don't be like that. No, like, you need to start taking, like, I promise you, wherever you find a Virgo, something is being improved. Like, something is better. And that's why so many legends, like Michael Jackson, Beyonce, Kobe, like, that's why so many legends are Virgos, because we have the power of perception and the power of self-improvement at a rate that I don't think any other sign in the zodiac has. And so for me, that is just a superpower that I'm very proud of. I'm like, wow.
They snapped, actually. They snapped, and they're creating the Virgos.
Like, God was like, I'll make you seem a little bit annoying, but you just improve your life and be an example. So I feel like also with Virgo suns, we have to learn to put that energy inwards as well. Like, we're very helpful and fixers, and we want that person to be okay and that person to be okay, but we have to fill our cups.
Same for
we
ourselves.
have to fill our cups.
Yeah,
That's a big lesson for Virgos.
It really is.
So, have you ever met any Virgo moons?
I feel like I have.
Yeah.
But we weren't that like we don't know each other like that.
Like that.
Yeah.
But
actually, I do know of a Virgo moon.
But no.
And we are actually so different. Now that I even think about it, we are so different.
Vastly.
Yeah.
Because now with the moon, and like with the moon being very habitual and like your daily habits and like your eating habits, your mother, like feminine figures in your life, I feel like Virgo moons, and also emotions, which is like a big part of the moon. Now I can't imagine how it feels being very nitpicky about
that
your
would
emotions.
be a nightmare, actually.
Let me tell you, Virgo moons are like Nicki Minaj.
Oh my god.
Doja Cat.
Oh my god.
Just to mention a few.
Oh
just to paint a picture.
It makes so much sense, actually.
Yeah. And imagine just being so anal about how everyone is feeling.
Yeah.
How you're feeling.
Yeah.
Like putting your emotions on a pedestal or something.
Even the over-analyzing of your emotions, that would be hell.
Yeah.
That actually feels like hell.
Yeah.
Because you'll actually now turn it into a logical thing.
Absolutely.
Rather than a feeling
thing.
Absolutely.
And like, it's just because Virgo is so logical and analytical, where emotions are just supposed to flow.
Yeah.
Like,
don't even think.
Exactly. Don't think about it.
Just be.
The Virgo moons I've met personally in my life, I think I've struggled very much with being very harsh critics of themselves and other people.
Yeah.
And in a way that a lot of times is not productive. Because for them, it's about feeling. It's not about actual productivity. Because as opposed to Virgo suns, we actually take our criticisms and we put it into our like daily work and
literally.
Right. But like with Virgo moons, I've noticed they're just very anal about everything.
It's too much. Just relax. They're the ones who need to relax.
Like sometimes I see Doja Cat tweeting and I'm like, baby girl, like it's relax. Okay. Like
and I imagine it as a celebrity now. You know, not even just like an unknown person. Just like as a celeb, that must be heavy.
Yeah.
That must be too
where
much.
Everyone is scrutinizing everything you say.
Yeah.
So I feel like with Virgo moons, that's quite, for me, I feel like that's a hectic placement. But I feel like these people can also be really in tune with like service, like serving other people or being healers. Or
so cute.
And I feel like if you're coming from a place of self-healing first as a Virgo moon, it can be really like important for you.
I feel like that would be, if a healed Virgo moon was a mom, that would be really good.
Exactly.
Like there's a bit of like logic, but it's also practiced, because I really wonder how a healed Virgo moon, but it's because we all know like unhealed versions of so many people. So I'm wondering if it would be even a good placement to have, like, as a Virgo moon.
I think so. I think
is it at home or is it like in detriment?
No, actually it's neither at the moon. But for me, I think, of course, any healed version of Virgo, whether it's the moon or the sun, like just it's stunning. It's stunning, because I feel like Virgo energy is really, really good at self-improvement. And once you can take that energy and really stop being so harsh on yourself and other people and pour it inside, like you radiate, you don't have to tell people anymore. You just, like, it's like Beyonce, you just have to exist and do your thing.
You have to just be better.
Exactly.
Because there's better.
Exactly.
And there's always a way to be better.
Exactly. So I feel like for Virgos, it's about embodying the Virgoan energy instead of telling people, this is what you should be doing, this is what you should be doing, this is what you should be doing. Like, start with you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm also taking notes. Yeah, because it's so easy to focus on the outside world because we are natural observers.
Absolutely.
So we're gonna see like your flaws.
Absolutely.
We can see where you can improve
Yeah.
in your life. So if you can take that energy and like take it inwards and better yourself without the too like it being extreme, like extreme criticism and the need for wanting the change every other day. Like today you
That
are good, you were good today, you can remain good for a while. Like, you don't have to be
For
tomorrow
2
I have to
days.
be better. So the other day I have to be the best
drag
version.
me. You are dragging me.
No, that's
my
me
God.
for real though. I'm like, yeah, it is a thing. We need to be better daily.
Oh my God, I feel so attacked.
It is.
Because it's like, okay, today, what are we nitpicking?
Yeah.
What is not good?
Yeah.
And it's like,
it's
I can't
not
live
that,
like that.
it's not supposed to be that serious all the time. Like, it's good to want to better for yourself.
Yeah.
So that you don't stagnate.
Yeah.
Like, stagnancy is one thing I
hate
cannot.
it. I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate, oh my God, I hate stagnating.
Same.
I hate environments that make me feel like, okay, we're doing this.
Yeah.
And then mwaka moja imepita and we're still doing the same thing.
We really cannot.
No.
Actually, a lot of the Virgos I know, we've changed jobs like so many.
Yeah.
Because if it's not fulfilling, why should I stay here? Why should I be here?
Oh, you're speaking to me.
It's the truth. Like, we need the better. Because if I know if I stay like this is the energy I'm consuming and putting out, I'll be like this for a while. Because even the changes, they can either be too abrupt.
Yeah.
Or like you can stay in stagnation. If like life is kicking you, you can stay there and you'll be so irritable because we constantly want the move. Like we want something new, something better.
Yeah, something fulfilling.
Yeah, something good. Something make us feel good.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
But like, also being good takes time.
Exactly.
That's the other thing.
Exactly. Now that. Because we can be so impatient about change and like we want very quick results.
Yeah.
And something else I'm learning as a Virgo is to just delayed gratification.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay. It's okay. Your time will come. And the results will come. But as long as we're doing daily things to help us improve.
Yeah. It's literally that whole planting the seed.
Exactly.
And like like how nature takes its course.
Absolutely.
It's literally, we can learn so much from nature. Like,
that's true.
Just like, as long as the seed has been planted, just let it grow.
Yeah.
Don't keep on looking at the seed. Like, where's your first leaf? Where are you going?
Not where's your first leaf?
Where's your first leaf? It's been 2 days. Like, you're watering you. You need to be giving me the leaves. We need the leaves. Actually, not even the leaves. We need the fruits. Because it's not even about the leaves. It's the end goal. And the end goals are usually so many. Like, so many end goals. And the process, we feel like the process is taking too much time, and we're also very fast. So by the time we're thinking of something else, we're like, damn, that will take me another another year to do this.
Oh wow, absolutely. So it's interesting that you brought up something up about Virgo being exalted, and it's exalted. Mercury is exalted in Virgo rather. So this is giving, like, Virgo Mercury's one of my favorites ever. Like, it's one of my favorite placements ever because these are people who are just, it's giving genius, it's giving amazing communicators. Like, these are people who they speak and you're stunned. Like, you're just like, wow. Like, that's how your brain works.
That's how we do.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just who we are.
It's beautiful. Like, it is so, so beautiful. And I feel like because it's just very detail oriented, these people become very good writers, very good public speakers. And I had a friend who was a Virgo Mercury who was stunning in the way she wrote and in the way she spoke. Like, she will speak and you will feel like she's speaking to your soul directly. And I feel like just Virgo Mercuries are just,
they're smooth with the words. We're too smooth.
Yes.
Do you think aside from like written communication, like, because I feel like I'm also really good at communication, but not with like the words. It's usually through like art or film or music or any other way. I feel like the communication can be in so many different ways. Actually, a lot of Virgo Mercuries should get into marketing
For
because they
real.
really know how to communicate a product.
Yes.
Like, I don't even need to speak. I really don't need to speak. I can sell your product in so many ways.
Yeah.
Like, the range is just there. Like, the people who really can't convince you properly to just do even something. Even if I was to tell you, Twende Machakos right now, it's the way you'll tell me how we are going to go to Machakos.
Exactly.
That will actually, I'll be like, maybe I could. Yeah, the details. And also, if a Virgo is calling you out, you know, it's already planned.
Exactly.
Yeah, no one will leave you stranded.
Yeah,
that's
true.
Yeah.
And also what you said about Virgo Mercuries being great creatives. Yes, that's also something else I've seen. And it's just about, because Mercury is not only about communication through words or writing, it's also about coordination. So the things you do with your hands. And so what do you make with your hands? Like, you make art, you're a stylist, you're all these things. And I just feel like this is such a stunning placement. But I also feel like Virgo Mercuries are prone to a lot of envy because of how well spoken they are. They're able to communicate in ways that just I haven't seen other people communicate. Like, it's honestly stunning. I love this placement. I have it in my sidereal chart. I'm a Virgo Mercury. But, oh my God, stunning.
It's just who we are, guys.
Yeah.
We're too good. We're too good. Because imagine being smart, like nurturing, beautiful, earth, connected with the earth, self improving all the time. Like, it doesn't get better.
Because it does we're also very conceited.
I mean, it's needed to be there. I'd rather someone who's conceited than someone who's always like self-depreciating.
Deprecating.
I cannot stand that. I really cannot.
I hate
it. Gives me the ick. Because why don't you see the power in you? And like, or if you feel that bad, like, why can't you want better? Like, because even the people who do that, they stay in that stagnant like mood, and that will be their aesthetic, and wonder why their like fruits are not growing. It's because of you.
I really don't like self-deprecating humor. I don't like self-deprecating like personalities. And then when you're just like, no, it's just, you know, like it's just the depression or like
or even like the like body dysmorphia types of jokes. There's nothing I really cannot stand more than that.
Like,
don't do that because you're already ruining how people perceive us already. So imagine what you're doing by adding humor to it. It's like, sure, you can do it as long as it's funny. I hate that. I can't. I really can't.
Oh my God, that's true. And I feel like that's why, like, a lot of Virgos are Leos in sidereal, and I feel like that's just where the energy of, you know, like, I'm going to own my shit, and I will talk my shit, and, like, I'm proud of myself. And a lot of times when you meet Virgos, they don't need other people's validation. A lot of times. Like, we're very good at validating ourselves. And I love it so much, especially in an age where, like, we're waiting for someone to tell you, for someone to clap for you, for someone to give you your flowers. Hey, bro, no. I will do all that shit by myself.
Like, if you're looking for outside validation, what you consume, it won't really do much. It's not a long-term thing. Because you'll always crave that from everyone else. Like, you'll want someone who's going to affirm you. But if you don't believe it, then it does nothing. It's just like words.
Absolutely.
You have to believe it in yourself. Like, you are great. You are the greatest. And you can't even be greater. This is just where you are now. So if someone tells you you're great, even if it's Beyonce. If Beyonce tells you you're great
and you don't believe it, then you're not sweetheart.
You really have to work on it on the inside. And I feel like that also can be a dark side, like the dark side of a Virgo. you can actually self-hate, because if you don't
Yeah.
see like the improvement
Yeah.
happening, you can be like, oh, then it is me who is
Exactly.
shit, like there's
Exactly.
better. But and I'm
Exactly.
not the better one.
Exactly. It's a very, very like tricky path for a Virgo to start being the inner critic.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, it's just a very like thin line between self-hate
Yeah.
and like constructive criticism.
It really is.
Yeah, it's
I
a
feel
very
that.
thin line.
I
So,
feel that.
yo, like nowadays I'm just trying to recalibrate that voice in my head whenever I'm like, okay, one year we haven't done this to the standard that you were expecting. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, we'll try again. Like trying to recalibrate that in a voice that's kinder to me, because I have an inner critic that can be very cruel.
Yeah.
And so it's a very thin line that we need to be careful about. And I've also noticed that the less I criticize other people, the less I criticize myself.
Okay. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
So when I also start like clapping for people, giving them the flowers, I've noticed that I do
That to
like
yourself.
that
It's a
resonates also
projection
with me.
thing.
Yeah, it's a projection thing.
Yeah.
So we have to be very careful we're not projecting
Yeah.
our very high and unusual expectations
Yeah,
on
and the
other
standard
people.
is also very high.
Yeah.
Like, impressing a Virgo,
Oh, come
it
on.
will take you so much
Come on.
to impress
Yeah.
a Virgo, because we already see there's always the grass is greener. Let's say that it's always gonna be green, which is true. The grass can always be greener,
Yeah.
but also where is the boundary of being content
Yeah.
with like.
Right?
Yeah, with like anything, because sometimes you're chasing like too much,
Yeah.
like because you want the best all the time,
Yeah.
and there's always going to be better. But where do you draw the line? You're like,
That
okay,
part.
I'm happy with this
Yeah,
now.
exactly, your
I'm ready to
content.
settle. Maybe even like, because I even think about if I was to buy a house, I think about it a lot, because
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'll buy a house and then I'll want another one that's in a different place
That is
that is
true.
bigger and better,
That
and
is
then I'll
true.
want another one after that. It's
That
like
is true.
I'll be insatiable.
Yeah.
I want the best. I'll always want the
Yeah.
best.
Oh my god,
yeah.
intentionality is so important.
Yeah.
Even like just where you're at to stop and quiet your thoughts and just be
Yeah.
like, oh my god, I actually appreciate this moment. And something else I've learned is the grass is greener where you water it, babes. It's greener
Really?
where you pour into it.
Yeah.
Your grass ya watu wengine yenye unataka. You don't know the circumstances, you don't know what they're going
Hiyo
through.
nyasi iko na nini
Exactly,
pia.
you don't know if it's a fake carpet.
Yeah, it could be a fake
So-
one actually. It could be beautiful,
Yeah,
but
it's
really fake.
So yeah, just that contentment and intention. So Virgo Venus. Now this is where the debilitation is.
Damn.
Virgo and Venus are not friends.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
Yeah, because Venus is exalted in Pisces.
Yeah.
And the opposite sign of Pisces is Virgo. So meaning that Venus is debilitated in Virgo. And what that means is that anal nature, that I love the word anal because it's so Virgo, like anal nature.
Don't be anal about
Don't
it.
be anal about things. That criticism.
Yeah.
When it comes to dealing with the people you love, put that shit aside.
Yeah.
I swear to God, like, it does not help.
Yeah.
It's more harmful than helpful.
Yeah.
And I've been reading about how Virgos, a lot of our traits are great when we're working towards a logical goal. Like we want to achieve something within the material, right? But when you look at Venus is very much about the things we value, relationships, love, also money,
Yeah.
and all that.
Money.
Yeah.
Also money.
And so
It's the green.
Exactly, it's the green. And when you look at the energy of Virgo and being a critic and being this very like constrained, I want things like this energy, sometimes when we're dealing with people that we love and things that we value, surrender is usually needed.
Yeah.
A compromise is needed.
Yeah.
And Virgos are not very good at compromising because our standards are just
High.
we know it
Yeah.
can be
Why
better.
go lower?
Exactly.
And you want to go there.
Exactly. But when you're looking at things, for example, maybe about spending and money, sometimes even we say like money is energy.
It really is.
So ukishikilia sana, it won't come to you. Like if you just take $100,000 and you just put them here, like uieke tu hapa ikae, si itaka tu, nothing. So that the spirit of surrender and letting things go and being in a state of flow is what helps with Venusian things. Venusians are very just, flowy. Exactly. I love you. They love everyone. And it's being able to hold different perspectives, right? So it's also about Virgo is very much like a sign of service. So tunataka kukusaidia, karibu tukufe tukisaidiana,
being your partner's savior.
Yes.
You want to be their mom, their savior, their sister, their daughter.
You want to be
everything.
You want to be everything, and it's just not possible. And sometimes you have to let people carry their own weight.
And it does bring like resentment as well.
Tell me about it.
Because I feel like if I'm holding everything down because I'm also not making space for my partner to do something for me, I'll just feel resentful towards them because I'm now doing everything. I'm being their partner, their therapist,
mother,
their mom,
sister,
their everything that they lack. Actually, because we want to give that. We just naturally have that energy, like the mommy vibe. We're giving mommy vibes, my mom.
Big mom
and that's not what like a partner should be like. And if we are not even allowing our partner to have the space through criticism and the perfection, we want perfection, which is
very implausible.
Like no one is we barely are perfect. No one is perfect. So that can be very detrimental to the relationship.
Oh my God.
Even in a friendship.
Set up. Because you're there, like you have such high expectations for your friendships. And life happens. And when life happens, does that mean now you're never going to make a friend? Like, are you never going to compromise? Are you never? And something else I'm learning is having the patience, allowing yourself to make mistakes as a Virgo. One. And forgiving your people. Yourself and your people for making mistakes. Number two. Because we move from a lens of perfectionism. And for example, if I pour a beer here on the table, I'll be beating myself up because I'm like, like it's so obvious. Like, why am I doing that?
Or if you were scammed.
Yes, or if I was scammed today. Exactly. I'd have been like, my intuition was telling me. I knew.
Because you knew.
And I followed my intuition. But that sense of allowing mistakes to happen, I feel like for me has really shown a different perspective because I've been able to form like realistic friendships. Because bro, the standards I used to have for people, ata hazi make sense. They don't even make sense. Because I'm like, bro, like, where is the humanity in all this? Like, are we just moving like robots? And so like it's been such a journey reevaluating all these things and like looking at my part, like where I've failed in like not granting people enough humanity, enough space to make mistakes. And so I think my journey like in forgiveness and things like that has really like eased my uptightness. Because I'm very uptight.
Relax.
Very bothered.
Because you're so bothered because things are not in order.
You're just like, my nigga, is not that obvious. But it's not obvious. It's just obvious to you in your head.
Because you've overthought it
so many times. So Virgo Venus is a tough placement. Shout out to Waxy, my friend Waxy. We're always talking about that Virgo Venus, but also these are very amazing providers, caregivers. Like a Virgo Venus for me will make you feel loved beyond, like to the moon.
Yeah.
With even if they're critical, the other side is they're very like, they'll know exactly what you need when you need it, what you need to talk about, like what you need to hear. And I just love that.
I love that.
I love it.
Yeah, and the details. Because imagine having a Virgo Venus like gifting you.
Yes, exactly.
That would be good.
Exactly. They know. Oh my God. What I love about them is they know exactly what to say.
Yeah.
Like my friend who had the Virgo, who has the Virgo Mercury rather, also has a Virgo Venus, and so I used to be like,
which one is which?
But I used to appreciate all of them because I'm a Virgo sun, and like I see you, babes.
I see the vision.
I see you, and that Virgo Venus was just stunning to me because they were able to love in such an intentional way, which was very important for me.
Yeah, the intention.
Yeah,
keyword.
Yep.
I feel like they must be very intentional if.
And they're Leo sun.
Oh my God.
So just imagine and a Capricorn moon. So they're like
Capricorn moon.
Yeah, Capricorn moon in Ngumu. But I feel like they were just very. Do you know someone who can almost read your mind like that?
Yeah.
And I really like interactions like that because it's almost like magical.
Yeah.
Like it's like wow. Like
you're really are just connected.
Yeah.
Like you don't even have to speak.
Exactly.
They already know.
Exactly. It was beautiful. So Virgo Mars. I know Shishi is a Virgo Mars.
Oh damn.
Yes.
Shout out to Shishi.
Yes, we talked about it when she was on for the Cancer episode. And what do you think Virgo Mars is giving? Didn't you date a Virgo Mars?
Me? I did.
You did. You did. Yes, I remember.
Well, there are other placements that are overshadowing the Virgo Mars that was hyper focused on.
Yeah.
But gosh, with the death and rebirth already being a theme, I feel like now the change is times 100, and also like the magnitude of how much resentment they can hold when you do them dirty.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's even the smallest, tiniest of things that they can get really upset about. And even being a Virgo sun, like I already know. But to me, the things that aren't that deep.
Yeah.
So I thought.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the way they like hold the resentment even to other people, like let's say like their friend did one bad thing on a night out, like they'll speak about it for even years. They'll be like, yeah, I remember, and they should have done this. It's always countered back. They should have been like this if they were my friend. if
and
they
it's
were
always
really
very conditional.
They were very like resentful, and it was a long-term thing. Like I feel for me, I can resent someone or something, but I won't hyper focus on that energy for long, or even for all the times I'll be interacting with them. Like I won't always just remember the one bad thing they did to me. Like it's not the main thing, but I feel for them it was always like that.
You're a Scorpio Mars.
Yeah,
that's why you're very good at like diffusing that Martian energy, because Scorpio is like at home. Mars is at home over there. And I don't relate. I'm a Cancer Mars, and like Mars is debilitated in Cancer, and me, I'm a grudge holder. Like I never forget shit.
Oh, really?
I don't, because for me it's really about the principle for real. And then just imagine how Cancers are very like, we rule the past. Like Cancer rules over the past.
What? That
so
must be.
We're like reminiscing. We love to reminisce and stuff like that. So I imagine just like the feelings, because when I think of an altercation where someone did me dirty, for me it's very deep. It's like you chose to do this, and so I'm never letting that go, you know. And it's just like I relate to the Virgo Mars, because I was like,
forgive them and move on.
I'll forgive, but I'll never forget. I won't. because...
But will you be like hyper fixated on that one thing they did?
I don't think so. I think
That's the
actually what
problem.
I do is I can release, but I will create such a distance. Like I can release, and for me it just has, if it's in the past and the heart is in the past, then it has to be in the past. You have to be in the past with the heart. That's how I see it.
That makes so much sense, actually. Wow.
Because for me now, I don't believe in, like, constantly having access to you is what will make me keep thinking about it. But if I'm like, I'm not seeing you, like, our stories are done, cool. Like I won't just be there. But
another thing I also observed about them, like, you remember that state of stagnancy? They were the first like Virgo placement that I had, like, talking down on themselves. Like Virgos can think about how shitty their life is, but they'll never go and say, oh, my life is so shit right now. They'll never put that energy into words. Like, it's how they'll feel, and then maybe do something after. Like, but them, they were always immersed on, they're not where they want to be. Not how can we get to where I want to be. It's not the solution. It's just like
the problem.
I know I can be better. I know I can do this. I know as really, but also even finding like the excuses. They're like, it's because I'm in Kenya. I should be in the United Kingdom.
Yes,
like,
and my life will be better.
But it won't be. It cannot be,
because it's your attitude.
Your mindset is very powerful. Like you can feel that, but even like have some form of action. Like the action was not there.
That's very Scorpio Mars of you.
Like we need the action. We are sad, and then what?
Now imagine, like, because Mars is the planet of like activity, right? So Mars wants you to do something, and that's why for you as a Scorpio Mars, it's very easy for you to already relate to the action of Mars, because there it's comfortable. People with Aries Mars, like for them it's comfortable. It's let's do this. Sisi watu wako na debilitated Mars, we struggle. Let me tell you, we struggle.
I can imagine.
Because imagine the planet of action is pairing with a planet that just wants to sit and introspect and think and feel.
Oh Lord.
That
would be my downfall.
Exactly. Exactly.
Because now I would be depressed.
Oh my God, yes. And it's very like it's very much giving, like sitting in your feelings and wallowing, which is also a theme I've tried to really work on, and I'm still actively trying. So people like with Virgo Mars will do very well with like having routines. She had said she runs a lot every day, like just something where you can put your energy into. So whether it's yoga, I do a lot of yoga, or creativity, a creative outlet. Just have something action-oriented that you're doing. Because if you don't, you'll sit and judge everyone. I'm a be a food critic or something. Then
for real.
Like, make criticism your job. Then,
actually do that. Or like the fashion police or something.
Kina John Rivers.
Oh my God.
Like, be a critic, but other than that, that energy can be very not useful. But these are also people who can like spend their time doing things of service, be of service to people. And a lot of Virgos, like, really, I don't know why they never go into the service route, because they're very like, they're adept at these things, whether it's nursing, whether it's taking care of people who can't like help themselves, because Virgos have like a bit of a superiority complex, so they want to feel like they're helping and they want to feel thanked, you know, and they want to feel like, okay, I'm adding on to someone else's life,
adding value into the world.
And it's like, go volunteer somewhere, do something, help someone.
I feel like maybe in the outside world we're already perceived as that, and we already do that even without knowing.
That's
so
true.
I feel like sometimes you oppose it because it's so tiring to just care for so many people and even care for yourself. Like service takes a lot. A whole lot of, it's a lot of energy, because imagine helping people every day, so it's too much energy, and we already do that.
We do.
Even with our friends,
unknowingly.
our families, like we already do that.
Like you want to butt in
Yeah.
and do everything.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
I agree.
it's too much.
So what next? Virgo, Jupiter in Virgo. So I feel like wherever Jupiter is, it just comes and like expands that energy. So just imagine like a Virgo magnified. Like I feel like these are people who are very rational, very organized, and they're best suited, or they're more lucky when they do things that involve like organization, helping people, like being in the service industry, what else? Writing, like communication, and things of the sort. Yeah. I also feel like Jupiter has a tendency to exaggerate.
Yeah.
So, like, I feel like that's a generation where they should be like cautious about being too critical now.
Okay.
Because that's the other side of Jupiter, where you want to really nitpick and look at the details and things of the sort. But just with Virgo, it's just about not too much. Like, stop overthinking, stop overdoing it. And it's actually also being in the action of things. That's what I've noticed. Like if you're a Virgo, just try and do something. Do however small it is. However small it is.
Need to sneeze.
Bless you.
Wow.
Bless you.
That was a sign.
And you know, that's so weird because we're talking about Jupiter and Jupiter blesses.
Oh, really? Yeah. Received, claimed.
Claimed immediately. Yeah. So
an expansive version
of a Virgo,
of
Virgo energy.
Wow.
Yeah, and Jupiter can also be about teaching and like higher education and philosophy, traveling. So
be good teachers.
Yeah, yeah, they can also like, these are people who can travel to be healers, to be spiritual teachers, or like to pursue the higher education with like in fields that require like rational thinking, like mathematics, sciences, things of the sort.
I would love that, but in like a creative way.
Right.
Like
Girl,
these
too.
people who do like the art space, the healing art spaces,
Yes.
or like or even like a doula, like those women who travel to teach. I know someone who's there, I don't know their placement, but they were doing like hypnotherapy for pregnant women to like give birth to
without pain.
Yeah, it's painless.
That's
it's actually
gorgeous.
a natural water birth, and they do it like in your home, but you're like hypnotized, and like none of them feel the pain. And I remember even like
beautiful.
reading her, she's even a Kenyan, she was saying how like she got inspired after like realizing how many women like die from childbirth, and they're like, it shouldn't be that bad. Like, you can do this with ease. You can bring a human being with ease. It doesn't have to be like that.
Oh, that's life changing.
And they even do it with like your partner. Both of you are like synced in energy. It just looks so beautiful. I was like, if I have kids, I have to definitely do that.
Oh, they probably have Virgo placement somewhere, or like Virgo in the 6th house or 10th. Because Virgo also rules over health, like general health.
Yeah,
so
true.
like, what are we eating? Like, what's on our skin?
Yeah.
Oh, I love
what
that.
Are you consuming?
Yes.
Even like mentally. What are you consuming?
Exactly.
What is this?
Because I usually look at people listening to some things and I'm like, side eye.
Yeah, bombastic.
Why are you doing that? Why?
Also, I feel like the hyper awareness, because we already know how, if we're doing even self-destructive things, we are aware. We even know we're doing this and it's bad for
kiboko
us.
itakuchapa because you know. Yeah.
So,
I feel like Virgo is also, now that we're moving to the planet of karma, which is Saturn in Virgo.
Yeah.
So I feel like Virgo is, because of that hyper awareness, I feel like know better, do better. And because of the fact that we know better, we're expected to do better.
Yeah.
Even somehow the universe expects you to do better, because I kid you not, every single time I've ignored a feeling that I've had, I've been punished. It's like 50 of my ancestors are there whipping me, telling me,
we told you.
No, girl.
We told
like,
you so.
you cannot be self-sabotaging like this, and you know. So Saturn being the planet of limitations and discipline and hard work in Virgo.
So it's that times now a million.
I feel like Saturn would like Virgo because Virgo is about routines. Saturn is about routines and discipline. I feel like they go well. And I feel like the generation with Saturn in Virgo like really are on their Zoom.
Yeah.
Like these are people who are on their Zoom. You don't have to tell them to wake up. They know.
Yeah.
Because even you, I'm imagining you need a routine.
Yeah.
Like you have routines, you have plans and organization.
Yeah.
Even if it makes sense to you, you still have a plan.
Yeah.
And Virgo energy is very much that. And Saturn rewards routines and discipline. And so I feel like that's just very cohesive energy.
Yeah, it's not too
bad. Yeah, it's not bad at all. I don't think it's bad at all. And
do you think if they go against, if you go against yourself, you'll be punished?
Oh,
I'm wondering if like someone goes against like a certain in Virgo placement person, like how their karma hits them. I think it would be.
I think it will be very. Actually, I saw someone say that if you want to know where like your ops will receive their karma, or like someone who's done you dirty, just check where your Saturn is. So like for example where your Saturn falls, because mine is in Aries.
Mine is in Aries too.
Yeah. Like Saturn in Aries. So and then you check where they have Aries in their house, and that house probably is where very much they will receive that karma. So I do feel like with Saturn it doesn't, like I feel like for Saturn it takes care of its natives, which is Capricorn and Aquarius, very much, but also it rocks your shit if you're Capricorn or Aquarius who is not on that Zoom. Saturn does not like the games. So it's not two-sided. It's like, are you doing what you're supposed to do? I'll take care of you.
If you are
exactly
doing what you're supposed to do. If you're not.
But if you're out here doing people grimy as a Capricorn or Aquarius, and you're just expecting Saturn to be there with the rewards, no, babes.
Damn.
No, like it's a two-way thing.
Strict Saturn.
Oh
my God.
It's the daddy of the zodiac.
Lord, relax. You and gonna need to relax. Touchy jokes.
This is the father of the zodiac. Okay. They can't. But so Neptune in Virgo. So Neptune is a planet of like imagination and creativity. And all the things you like.
Yeah, I'm already smiling. I'm blushing.
And drugs.
What? I don't do drugs. What are those?
It's the planet of illusions as well, deception, like the things that seem this way but are that way. Yeah. So in Virgo, which is very logical.
Yeah.
I
feel like since they might be a bit smooth with their words if it's about manipulation.
Oh, that's true. That's very true. Oh, Virgos can lie.
Yeah, they really can. And the thing about Virgos and lying, we know how to lie. So when someone is lying to us, we already know how. We're like, why would you choose this form of lies? Like, just go simple. Like, lies, they really don't have to be crazy, because now it's now unbelievable. If you're lying, just make it like short and simple. Like, don't exaggerate.
Not you giving us the manual
no,
on lying.
It's the truth. I need, actually, this is to the water signs.
Yeah.
Please
stop
lying like that. Please stop lying like that.
I like the way you said to the water signs.
It's how they lie.
God,
it makes no sense.
Yeah.
Like it's like a thought that had 6 plots.
Yeah.
Like, just focus on one and then go with that one that is like even a day-to-day thing, like something that's believable.
Miskia. How to lie.
How to lie 101 by Wangari. Please, just keep it simple. So I feel like if it was in Virgo, the manipulation can be there.
Quite. Yeah, the deception can be very calculated.
Yeah.
Because, yes, Virgos can be very calculated. I wanted to remind you, Pastor Victor, my favorite kid on the internet is a Virgo Mercury.
What? My king.
I love that. That is my king for real. I love that kid.
It's worked for him.
The way
actually.
he talks, like, he is so convincing.
Yeah.
And the way that kid believes in himself.
Yeah. You can't tell him anything.
Unbeatable.
At a very young age. From that like age, you know the power. If I was like that at that age, hata ningekuwa cult leader for you. I would have had my own cult.
I know. There's this video where he's usually like, "Oh, unajua watu wa internet wewe. Me, I believe in myself. Why do I need
As
people
he
to believe in me?" I'm like,
he doesn't need validation from anyone, because the results are always paying off. He's done more interviews than like regular pastors who, and he's so young.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
He's even in US
right now. Like wow.
Wild.
Yeah, I'm rooting for him so bad.
Same. Shout out to you.
Yeah. So Neptune in Virgo, what is that giving me? I think like on an imaginative level, I feel like it's giving me a very detailed, imaginative thinker. Yeah. Like, I feel like this is someone who is like a fine art painter, or like it's giving, what's his name? The Mona Lisa guy, Da Vinci. That's his name. Yeah. He
was actually so good at everything. So good at
Mans was
everything.
An Aries.
Literally, he changed everything we know.
Everything. And like, he used both his hands, like his journals. Like, for me, it's just like, that man had to have Virgo placement somewhere. Because that type of, just like, the way he was ambidextrous and he like write like
that.
And his handwriting was immaculate. It's just that's
he also
what
did a lot
Virgo.
Of things that was strange even at that time.
Right.
Especially, like, he used to go to like morgues
to
study like bone structures. Even the way his paintings are, they're too symmetrical for that era.
Absolutely.
Like it's too good.
It's too good.
It's too good.
Oh wow.
We need to search his back. Do you
but
think we can get? Oh, he's an Aries.
Yeah, so. But I don't know if we can get his
birth chart.
I think we can, but it won't have the accurate rising and moon. Yeah. But the other planets we can get. So we can see like where his Neptune and Uranus and all that was. Yeah. So moving on to Uranus, the planet of rebellion, the planet of innovation, all things like technological advances. So where you go against the grain, where you don't fit in. Right? And so Uranus and Virgo.
The tech baddies.
The tech baddies of the zodiac. Exemplary people.
People who really want to change that. The change is it's like, it's now like AI.
Yeah.
If I think about it, it's like AI. It's a good and a very bad thing at the same time. But it's very progressive.
Exactly.
It's very like also expansive. It's a lot all at once. And it's also about communication as well.
So I feel like people who are very like particular about technological advancements, and then like people who are very I don't know, critical of not conforming. Like, these are people who want to be different. And who will be different. It's also like, because Virgo is so logical, and actually Virgo is more inclined to like mathematics and the sciences, so I feel like this is a pretty good placement for like innovators and inventors, people who just invent shit.
I think they'll also like be more considerate of like the humans or mankind, because you can tell like some things are created, they better our lives, but they do more damage than greatness to us.
So I also wanted to say about Uranus in Virgo, with regards to tech innovations within the medical space, because you were saying like Virgo is giving helpful innovations
Yeah.
like environmental
Yeah.
sustainability and things like that, but also really like people who come up with solutions, like how do we heal,
Yeah.
like how do we have better sustainability and things like that. So moving from Uranus to Pluto. Pluto in Virgo. Oh my god, I find this generation to be so anal about everything.
What generation is it? Like,
It's, I think, our parents.
really?
Yeah. If I'm not wrong, like 68, 67, 69 born people. That. And Pluto in Virgo, because Pluto is a planet of like power imbalances, power itself, death and rebirth, transformation. And I just cannot imagine like how, like, these are people who of course like achieve a lot because they're very, very like, their power comes from routine, from being knowledgeable, from being critical. But at the same time, the other side of that is that they are so averse to change. You know, like they want things to be really in a certain way, and what they know is what they know. And just, I find that these people find it so hard to take in other perspectives.
Of course.
Yeah, like
they're the ones who are right.
they
Yo.
struggle.
You are
They
not
struggle.
right.
And I really think it's that Pluto in Virgo,
Yeah.
because it's like, what are you telling me? Because for like the formula has worked for them, the routines work, like all that works.
They have
So-
a system
exactly
of how to do life.
that
Yeah.
works. And so when you start telling them things and you seem a bit disorganized and chaotic, they're like, nope, nope. Yeah, so basically that's what Pluto in Virgo feels like for me.
I feel like their change also takes so much time.
It does.
Oh my god.
It
I think
does.
it's now Pluto being so far away, but it takes so much time to like change their mindset or change even their routine.
That's true.
Oh my god. Ambia wasikunywa chai, like
You just uttered my mom. Hi, mom. Yeah.
they just like the comfort of what they know, like
Yeah,
nothing too crazy.
exactly.
And if it's crazy, it'll take them time to adjust.
Yeah.
It's not too easy. It's not like as like Gen Z, like
Exactly.
trends change in 2
Exactly.
hours.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
us, we're Pluto in Sagittarius, right? You're Pluto in Sagittarius.
Yeah,
Yeah, and we're like, for us, it's like we're wanderers.
yeah.
We're here 1 minute, there the next minute. We're very like, we want to learn, we want to adapt, we want to change. So Pluto and Virgo, the lesson is to just be a bit adaptable.
I want to
Kidogo
get the
too.
uptight ones
Yeah,
for real. Like
just be a bit.
relax.
See another perspective.
Yeah.
And for real, shout out to my mom, because she's so liberal. Like she's able to take in even our perspectives now and learn. So yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
And without further ado, Virgo celebrities.
Ooh, our faves, our faves.
I feel like this list is goated because when you think of just the sun, it's already goated.
Yeah.
But when you think of Virgo, sun, moon, Mercury, I can list almost every legendary person.
Really.
Think about it. Virgo suns.
Beyonce.
Need I say more? Did I say more?
Beyonce carrying our whole zodiac.
She's carrying
going to
us.
be always the first listed one.
Yeah. Oh my God, our queen, Beyonce, and then Michael Jackson, the king of pop, like Kobe Bryant. Who else?
Zendaya.
Freddie Mercury,
Oh,
Zendaya.
Freddie.
Yeah. Like, just,
Come on.
oh my God.
He even named himself Freddie Mercury because he was a Virgo.
Exactly. The Mercury
yeah.
was jumping all the time, and he was really into astrology, by the way. Jada Smith. I really like Jada.
I love her.
Yeah, like
I'm a stick
I'm
beside
a
her.
stick beside my girl. Jada is amazing.
Yeah.
She's so misunderstood.
Yeah,
but
she really is.
yeah, she's
People
very
don't
misunderstood.
hear her.
Yeah,
Like, I feel like
people
no
just
one
want to
will ever-
label
yeah.
her something,
Yeah.
and it's like, no, she's a Virgo bitch.
Yeah. If
What?
If people would keep that same
Same
energy, if like Jada was a man.
Exactly.
I feel like she's now more like targeted because she's a woman.
Yeah.
Like men do that shit all the time.
Yeah.
They're even way worse, and they're never cancelled.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But us, we're not cancelling her, and
Never,
that's all that
ever.
matters.
Yeah.
So who else is a Virgo sun? Yes, as you said, Zendaya, Kiki Palmer.
Oh, Kiki.
Come on.
Yeah. Please.
Pink, Cameron Diaz.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Salma Hayek.
Salma Hayek
Yeah.
is a Virgo.
Uh-huh.
Our queen.
Like, goated.
Yeah.
When you think of Virgo moons, Nicki Minaj, Doja Cat, like, and I know the ones I'm forgetting. Virgo Mercury's are again goated, but also with Virgo suns, I know the Microsoft, the girl with the
artist.
tattoos, yeah, like Ivy Kongo,
Ivy.
like
Shout
Mbogi
out.
is giving.
As Virgo celebrities, Wandia and Wangari.
Listen, who else do we know? Do you have any Virgo friends, Virgo sun friends?
So many.
You do?
Like the money I've spent this season because of the birthdays, I'm actually fighting for my life. Because they also are high standard people. Like,
absolutely,
they love the
they want
details.
what they want.
They love good things.
Yeah.
They're not the ones for it's the thought that
settling
counts.
because it's not
we
the
want
fucking
something
thought.
good. They want something good.
First of all, that part. Oh my
Yeah.
God, it's not the thought that counts.
I
It's
want
the
to see
intention and the detail and what I want.
Yeah.
Like,
why would you give me something
someone
that I have never had an interest for?
in,
Like,
bro, let me tell you. Thank you that you said that.
Why? Because it's too easy. It can be as simple as getting me my favorite food.
Yeah.
For the same price.
Yeah.
Because if we want to talk about like capitalism,
Yeah.
it's just you knowing and paying attention to the things I've said I like. If you were attentive, it wouldn't be that hard. It wouldn't be that hard.
It's that simple. It's been said.
Yeah.
Also, my cousin Yox is a Virgo. My other cousin Maureen is a Virgo. Oh my God, my cousin Joe and Mark, Virgos.
The family
Shout out.
of Virgos.
I'm
I don't
telling
think there's
you.
anyone in my family that's a Virgo,
That's a Virgo.
except me. But I have so many friends. Ruby, Isabella.
Yes, Ruby. Oh my God,
Bella.
Isabella Kwambok. Yes.
Stephanie Cherono is
yes.
a Virgo.
And these are very goated
yeah.
people. Like, these are amazing people.
Yeah, really good. Even now, I have a friend called Naomi Sia. She's
Yes.
a Virgo. She's a singer.
Beautiful.
Well, there's so many. MDQ.
Yeah.
Is
she's a Virgo.
Yeah, she's a
I
Virgo.
didn't know that. I didn't know that.
There's so many.
Yes, but need we say more?
No.
No, I don't think so. And to all my Virgos, just a note to take care of your health and your nutrition. Virgo rules over the gut area, so your intestines. So be careful about what you eat. Be very intentional. Like, speak to your water, speak to your food.
Yeah.
Throw some intentions in there. Like, I kid you not, it works. And just keep shining and keep being the baddies of the zodiac that you are. So that's a wrap on this episode. Thank you so much, Rosemary, for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Please share your socials with the people.
My Instagram is Rosemary Wangari, TikTok Rosemary Wangari, Twitter Rosemary Wangari.
Good.
Yeah, Behance Rosemary Wangari. I don't use Snapchat. What else?
Vogue Rosemary Wangari.
Yeah, when you search for the Vogue, I might pop up.
Love you.
There. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can find me at Wandiology on all socials. That's Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and this podcast is the _Wandiology _podcast on YouTube and Spotify and Apple Podcasts. So thank you so much for joining us, and I'll see you on the next episode, which is Virgo Through the Houses. Bye.
Bye.